I think it is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. The first step is to establish that something is possible, then probability will occur. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. I would like to die on Mars, just not on impact. If you're trying to create a company, it's like baking a cake. You have to have all the ingredients in the right proportion. I could either watch it happen or be a part of it. I don't create companies for the sake of creating companies, but to get things done. My biggest mistake is probably weighing too much on someone's talent and not someone's personality. I think it matters whether someone has a good heart. Great companies are built on great products. I don't spend my time pontificating about high-concept things. I spend my time solving engineering and manufacturing problems. The path to the CEO's office should not be through the CFO's office, and it should not be through the marketing department. It needs to be through engineering and design. I always have optimism, but I'm realistic. It was not with the expectation of great success that I started Tesla or SpaceX. It's just that I thought they were important enough to do anyway. It is a mistake to hire huge numbers of people to get a complicated job done. Numbers will never compensate for talent in getting the right answer. Two people who don't know something are no better than one, will tend to slow down progress, and will make the task incredibly expensive. Really, the only thing that makes sense is to strive for greater collective enlightenment. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket. There have to be reasons that you get up in the morning and you want to live. Why do you want to live? What's the point? What inspires you? What do you love about the future? The best part is no part. The best process is no process. It weighs nothing, costs nothing, and does nothing. To make things simple, you have to design them in a way that makes them need no explanation. Don't confuse education with schooling. I didn't go to Harvard, but people who work for me did. I would like to be remembered as someone who made a difference in the world of electric vehicles and space exploration. It's very important to like the people you work with. Otherwise, life and your job is gonna be quite miserable. It's okay to be wrong. It's not okay to be slow. Speed is the key to success. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. The reality is gas prices should be much more expensive than they are because we're not incorporating the true damage to the environment and the hidden costs of mining oil and transporting it to the US. Whenever you have an unpriced externality, you have a bit of a market failure, because what's good for the individual isn't good for the commons. I think we are at the dawn of a new era in commercial space exploration. The value of beauty and inspiration is very much underrated, no question. I always invest my own money in the companies that I create. I don't believe in the whole thing of just using other people's money. I think it's very important to have a feedback loop where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. Life is too short for long-term grudges.